doing a small just practice trade on the funded account. We're in a short. Basically, the bias I have is we're going lower. We've built up a bearish order flow uh, here all day, where basically stuff's built up there, stops there, stops there, stops there, right? That's where the liquidity is. Sweep that, and what do we get after the sweep? We get a 1 minute order block. Pretty damn ugly. Yeah, usually I don't take the 1 minute. That's why it's such low sizing. So 1 minute order block, get it validated, and then obviously, as you all know by now, what is the criteria? It's we have a bias is bearish because order flow has been basically we're drawing towards these lows to fill up the 4-hour order block we have here. So bias is bearish. Our we sweep this important liquidity, 1 minute order block, liquidity buildup here, right? And so the criteria is from this order block we want to get another order block. To me, it was this 30-second order block that we get validated right there. But this was not an A+ setup. To be honest, what would be better, I think, is we get this second. This is actually a 5-minute order block right here. See, we break this low, retail goes short, retail stops there. We sweep those highs, and we displace below the order block. So, and it aligns with our bias. And so, if we get liquidity in this one, that's a valid setup, honestly. What we're getting right now, it seems, is this little pattern here. Hopefully we get some kind of bearish manipulation to build up even more liquidity. We then go up, we sweep this up here, and from there, boom, 1 minute order block, and that would be a decent entry. That would. We tick all the boxes then. So let's see if we get that. Live trading. Guess I could do some stock analysis. I'm from Sweden. I'll just do some random stocks here. H&M. I guess people know about that one, innit? Swedish proud company. Right. I guess there would be our tricky order block. All-time low. Seems rough. A standard deviation. Maybe I should do some companies people are actually interested in. Tessie. Beautiful. I mean, yeah, I've already done this one. Basically, what we're looking at is a move towards 620 till 700. That should be our next major high. Why? Because this is such a beautiful order block. Clearly, flag, breakout, everybody goes long, stops below flag. We sweep the flag. This whole move down is a move where retail are basically shorting. No, where retail are, or smart money are buying their position. It's been a long day. And what we get then is, oh, hello, we got a viewer. I'll I'll go over the logic here. Basically, we're looking for a setup here. Beautifully, we got the fake out here. What this thing is doing right now is it's building up uh, stop losses from retail here, by giving us equal highs, fake breakout below this trend line, right? People go short, put their stops above here so that we can get a manipulation move above and then actually get the real move, which is going to be lower, probably towards this, probably in the last 15-minute macro. I'll mark that out. I hope that makes sense. Um, we got this 5-minute order block here. This one comes after we sweep the major liquidity. It's been building up for very long, right? People go short, stop above there, short, stop above there, short, stop above there, short, stop above there, right? So all liquidity has been built up there and nothing has really been built up there. So we didn't have to go up there. Get the sweep, get a 1-minute order block, build up all of liquidity, get a 5-minute order block from the other order block, validated. Uh, well, hopefully we're gonna build up the position here. Smart money is. Uh, Now something I like to do. I always like to write why I think this is a good trade. We are coming from a M5 order block and have been building up 5-side liquidity so that smart money short. This aligns with our bearish high time frame bias. We have swept the M15 lick that was needed for a bigger move down. If we get a M1 order block from this, it would give us good risk reward for a good trade. Basically what I'm doing when I write this here is I'm kind of validating for myself, like why is this a good trade? What exactly am I looking for? Okay, I'm looking for the M1 validation, right, from this order block here. Or we might go with inverse fair value gap, as our beautiful friend Dodgy likes to see. I only do that if it's a balanced price range, which is 2 order blocks in a row. Feel free to. Is my audio good, by the way? I don't even know. My first live stream. Yeah, seems good. All right, so let's try another position here then. Let's just check is no other time frame for value gaps. Gonna make Dodgy proud here. Mhm. Damn. Let's see. Not amazing risk water. Did we even? I mean, yeah, that's valid. Exciting. So this is where Dodge would go. Sure, I don't know. Not really. I like to see some kind of lower time frame. Uh, Validation. I mean, it's not quite my model. I'm not as confident. Might be a back testing one. The inverse fair value gap. Have you tried it? Ah, yeah, thanks, bro. My top fan. It says. How long you been trading for, bro? 2 years. Hmm. It's good. You've done the hardest 2 years. I traded for 3 years without making any real money, and then in 3 weeks, by the time I started making this channel, I made 8K USD, and then I had like a kind of weak period during summer, and then I didn't really want to post, and I was backpacking Australia, um, and so I just kind of didn't trade too much. But now when I'm back and realize I'm loving this, I miss this. I really love trading and the logic. But yeah, I don't know if you're profitable or not, but hang in there, journal, like you'll get there. It'll just come in a explosion. Some thumbnail work, shit thumbnails. No, it's the hit rate. Well, where do you usually go wrong? Oh yeah, confidence, big thing. Do you journal before your trades? It's not. I mean, it's really, really hard. I have that um, as well. Maybe, but I think for me, I prefer bigger targets. Because like the most common mistake is selling too early, right? Uh, Targets too greedy. I think that would come down like to the higher time frame. Um, like if you understand the higher time frame exceptionally good, then I think the that issue kind of disappears. That's what happened for me, at least when I started focusing more on the higher time frame targets. Uh, then the I started hitting the targets more, like and especially standard deviations. I think is crazy. Do you use that standard deviations 2 to 2.5? yeah, I'll show you something. It's quite ridiculous standard deviations. It really is. Um, like it's every single move is standard deviations. You find a manipulation move, you extend it by 2 to 2.5. That's where you anticipate the the reversal. You look for the manipulation, and then you drop down into the lower time frame thing. Look for in this standard deviation here. You start looking, okay, when's the likely reversal here? Uh, okay, we're building up liquidity. Boom, manipulating lower. Okay, where retail stops, right there. Okay, up here could be our uh, up here could be where order block top will be formed because liquidity is there. So I'll look for entry here, stop loss above there. Boom. Order block validated. Look for another entry there with liquidity buildup. Um, boom, liquidity buildup, sweet. Probably more clean in the like 4 hour. Uh, but yeah, back to standard deviations. Yeah, I'll show you. I just like because this thing is crazy. Um, right, this one there is our manipulation move. Standard deviations right there. Where's liquidity? There. I wouldn't sweep it. Uh, when we don't sweep it, it's likely we get another because then the move doesn't come off of liquidity. But basically, this one here came another manipulation move. That one was a bit crazy, I think, to go that low. And when we get these crazy big ones, especially reverse higher time frame trend, I like to drop down in the daily to find the better manipulation. Um, and we didn't really get a very clean one here, but maybe it was like, yeah, I don't really know. But yeah, for that one, I don't know. But in general, for this move here, manipulation move is right here. It's clearly the word block they use. Look at that. Where do we get the reversal? Exactly the same kind of thing happens. We hit the standard deviation. In there, we start getting manipulation, manipulate bearish, liquidity being built up above here, sweep it, boom, validation. Go down where? Sweep liquidity on the left side. Right now, it's quite tricky because this next one is like, is it this? Is the entire bloody thing like the manipulation link? Is the entire thing the order block? Like it might be. Uh, that's the only thing we get, right? And then we're in for a big ass bullish move. Because we don't really use this order block too much, which would be like the daily one. But yeah, I'm kind of looking at the daily more now. When we get those ridiculously big ones, I'm just long term bullish. That's my bias, and then I just look at the daily. But yeah, try to really study the standard deviation. It's very fascinating. Look at that. Look at this one here. This is how we know. And I like when we reach the standard deviation target, that's when you kind of want to not be in the market because then bias can become a bit tricky. Basically, for a high likelihood setup, you want to look for clean order block to form from there. Once you do, boom, you look for liquidity within it, some sweep. This was ugly, but yeah. And basically, also it can help you with understanding which order blocks to refer to. Because if this is the one that got extended, and this is the one where orders are, and that's the one we anticipate to hold. So it can help you with that as well. I went long there for the higher time frame. A swing. My swing position currently is there, targeting this initially, um, but definitely long term up there. But right now in this trade, in the higher time frame, we're referring to this order block right here, uh, because this was just smart money buying up their positions based on how it took out these swing highs, got built up the trend lines, got these equal lows. Those are the signs I look for when analyzing order flow, pretty much. And then that's the order block, and then this would be the liquidity. And boom, manipulate lower, sweep liquidity. That's so if you see a massive order block, you don't trade it. You use it for your long-term bias, and then you wait for an additional. Yeah. So let's say this is the massive order block, then I would look for liquidity, close proximity. This, in this case, um, I would look for a standard deviation to go down into this order block, which in this case could be all the way down here. And we know it's this one they're referring to because look at the bodies of that one. Oh, right, how's it going with trade? Decent. Right, let's say this is the order block, live, real time. So if you see you don't trade, use it for a long-term bias. Yeah, exactly. On the monthly and in that time frame, I guess is what you're referring to. Then yes, I use that for the long-term bias, and don't anticipate a big reversal until we hit that one. And stop loss on the order block itself. Yeah, that's the swing trading method, but ideally for a higher risk reward setup, you would look for a order block from the order block always on a lower time frame. Um, in this case, it could be this one there, right? Smart money go long, this stops there. No, retail go long, stops there. Smart money go long. Stop. Right, so then you would buy at the validation. Stop there. Validation is just when we go above that high. Yeah, it's an order block from order block. I think I'll show you a very nice setup. You should study ICT propulsion blocks. It's kind of where I learned this from, and then I adapted myself. And basically, my understanding of it is smart money usually wants 3 opportunities to buy their position. I'm gonna just do this because yeah, I'm not watching it. Right. So right here, my bias was we had this. Basically, I was a bit unsure of the bias here. I was going in with we were validating the breaker, looking for long. But what made me take this trade this week, um, right there, is because look how the order flow is here. I mean, it's just faking so much longs all the time here. Retail go long, retail go long, retail go long. But we validate it. Okay, so this becomes order block 1. And then we do it again. We validate it, right? We take out the stops that are there. We validate it with quite speed and power, which I like, right? And so now we have two word blocks, and this third one becomes the propulsion block. Make sure you know that it's spelled propulsion block. And my understanding is they like to have 3 entry opportunities. Because that allows them to truly fill up their positions. And once they have that, they can make the real run happen. And like, look at the order flow here. Mm, Sorry if it's a bit slow. This is what, like, look at this. This fake run above is just beautiful. Because what is happening here is people go long. People go long. Boom. Equal low. Again, what happens here? People go long. Uh, Take out this high there. People go long. This move here above all these this lower time frame trend line. People go long. Right. So it's just this entire the order flow this day was just faking up long, building up liquidity, sweeping. Okay. And we're doing that inside another order block, which is where orders are waiting. And so I was waiting there. Okay, let's see when we sweep this. Let's see if we get a 1 minute order block from that. And I was confident in this because I had just seen it uh, 2 other times happen. And I knew, I wrote down, I knew exactly what to look for, right? So what do we get here? We sweep all this liquidity, and then we start faking out longs again. Like, uh, yeah, boom, people go long, have their stops below there, stops taken, fake out again, and then we validate this order block. And on that 1 minute, I'm not looking for another order block from the order block. I tend to just take the entry for 0.4% stop, and then my target is the higher time frame uh, standard deviation. Where is it? Here. And then I draw it from the propulsion block, which is this entire move. And it happened to like, and then in the standard deviation, what we look for is a PDRA. Now, on the NQ exclamation mark is not as accurate, but look at this one. This is just ridiculous. Look at this accuracy here. It's just a tap, um, which is beautiful to see. But yeah, I basically analyzed the order flow, see where they're building up the position, find the propulsion block, which is 1, 2, 3. Look for a 1 minute order block after sweeping liquidity in the second order block, uh, and I hold it. I just hold it until standard deviation, higher time frame. Gives 5 usually, at least 5. And this is wrong because we had lower stop loss. So let's see exactly. So let's say 8. And I mean this, if you just consistently look for these, you got a 1 of 5, I'd say. 1 of 5. which is very, very doable. But then the hard part is following this specific rule. Um, like it's easy to get lost off track and feel like you're a bloody shad, at least for me. Yeah, seems like we're gonna close here. Yeah, wasn't the move day for the move, it seems. But yeah, I thought I'd do some live trading. You have Does that kind of answer your question a bit? How many opportunities per week? Do you trade the London as well? I think including the London, I think three in general. I mean, this was Christmas week, but yeah, and then today, I mean, I started this new fun account, fucking really idiotic trade because I thought I was so good and smart, but after hitting this other trade, but I mean, yeah, I'd say three really A plus you can find, maybe more when you get better than me, which I'm sure you will. Yeah. What's your goal? What do you do nowadays besides trading? I see that you trade order blocks that have liquidity. It's not just a stacked order block. I see that you trade order blocks that have liquidity. Yes, hovering above. That's the part I don't understand. Yeah, you also have to look for those that have built up liquidity. Yeah, because if there's no liquidity, then it's not possible for smart money to enter with as much money. That's the logic. I'm just gonna close this. I mean, it's not really money anyways. Yeah, you can just email me whenever you have questions or add my Discord might be smoother. Um, but yeah, hope you enjoyed, and for anyone watching after, hope you enjoyed as well. How strong a build up you have to wait for? A 5 minute build up can be risky, right? Yeah, I'd say 15 minutes is best. For A plus, 15 minutes is definitely the best. Like if you see 15-minute sweeps, 15-minute sweep, 15-minute sweep, that's good. Um, that's very good. But 5 minute works as well. It's just not as much volume. in the or block. That's the so they both work. Yeah. All right. Take care, bro. Good having you here. You made my night better with my live stream. I'm also do you do multi time frame analysis? No. Oh yeah, yeah. I for sure go down. But right now, I mean, I've kind of done my higher time frame analysis with our draw is up here. This is our 4 hour order block. Yeah, market's closed. This is our 4 hour order block. We have liquidity here. Like, then yeah, I use it, and I use it for like finding PD arrays. The higher time frame, the stronger the PD array, I'd say. Um, but yeah, I mainly use it for higher time frame bias, which is super important. Like it's the main thing, I think, for hit rate as well. If you don't know the bias, then nothing works. Like then it's just so illogical. Everything becomes. I didn't really know the standard deviation here. Like look at this, and so I was quite confused because I mean I did see this being a turning point, but I was a bit confused here for a while about what was going on. And also another thing I should mention for standard deviation, the rule is no close below. It can wick below, but no close. Uh, but yeah. All right, bro. Good night. I'll see you. Hope you enjoyed.